What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 87, and we start the episode off with a couple of international friendlies with South Korea. A couple of you guys have suggested that I retire from South Korea and I'll get some better international management offers, but I don't know. I kind of want to stay here, to be honest, try and make South Korea one of the best nations in the world. We'll have to wait and see. But in the following game, we take on Newcastle. First game, I should say. We take on Newcastle at St James's Park. And as you would have seen, or you may have seen, Arnold Chevalier is playing for Newcastle. Obviously, Chevalier was sold to Newcastle from us for £50 million in the last season. And yeah, well, it's the first game we play against Chevalier. It was painful seeing him in a Newcastle shirt, but not as painful as that. Raheem Sterling scoring the only goal of the game. Jack Wilshere got a straight red card in that game. Forgot to exploit it. Sorry about that. It was a bad challenge. Should have exploited that. Sorry, but Wilshere got a sending off in that game. But here you see the Champions League group stage. We're in Group A alongside Spartak Moscow, Sporting CP and FC20, and I am really confident we can get through this group with relative ease. Wow, I am coughing so much today. Yeah, I'm really confident we can get through this group with ease, because no disrespect to any watchers that support any of those teams, but they're not really the best of teams. But anyway, here you see us in the 69th minute, Gareth Bale taking a shot, and not too sure that was a penalty, to be honest, but it was given. Insua took him down, and the referee gave a penalty. Wasn't actually sure that was a penalty, to be honest, but whatever. The referee gave it, so that didn't bother me too much. But Mario Balotelli steps up. Obviously, Mario is cool as a cucumber in these situations. He never misses a penalty, and he's not going to start here. Great penalty from the Italian. That makes it 1-0, and that is how the game finishes. So good to get off to a winning start in the Champions League, especially after we rested quite a few players. But yeah, Jack Wilshere did play in that game. I do tend to rest the vast majority of my players in the Champions League, but Jack Wilshere I decided to start Wilshere in that game because obviously he would be suspended for the next league game, so it didn't really bother me, to be honest. But there you go. Here is a scout report from the English scout. Yes, it is. And a couple of players look okay. A couple of them look pretty decent, but a few not really cutting the mustard. I've said before, I think that my scouting's got a lot better. You know, maybe you guys think I'm not as good at scouting, but I think my scouts actually got quite better, to be honest, because I'm actually picking up some really decent players into my youth academy, and I reckon I'm picking up some good players for the long-term future for Liverpool. We'll have to wait and see. But the following game was against West Ham. Obviously, Jack Wilshere was suspended. Wow, I'm gutted I missed out that red card. It was such a bad challenge. It would have been funny to see. But yeah, he was suspended for this game. So Casemiro started. Went back to my old formation of playing a 4-3-3 defend. Casemiro and Gonalon supporting Belanda. But Cavani got us up and underway in the 56th minute. What a header that was. But in the 84th minute, El Khattabi wins a header here. Carroll picks up the ball, plays it to Cavani, back to Carroll, back to Cavani, back to Cavani. Cavani turns, nice piece of play, plays the ball into Yunus Belanda. It's a simple finish for the Moroccan, and it is 2-0 to Liverpool, and that is how the game finishes. So what a great start it has been to the season. Still unbeaten and performing so well at the moment. And that was a very good win at home to West Ham. But my South Korean scout, I went into my scouting sort of network to see that my South Korean scout had finished. I forgot all about him, to be honest. So obviously I went and sent him back out to South Korea, because obviously that is his country of origin. And of course we do manage South Korea, so if we can find some decent South Korean youngsters, they will be good for club and country. But the following game was against Hull City. I think this is the last game of the episode, not sure. Hull City, of course, in the Capital One Cup. So rested all 11 players. Obviously did not have any need to play any strong players. No disrespect to any Hull fans out there. But here we see Massey going for a header, missing the ball. The ball eventually gets cleared. It comes out to Reece Bennett, my centre-back. How about this for a finish? His weaker foot, my centre-back, smashes it in off the underside of the post. That was an amazing finish from Bennett. And this was Wilfried Zaha picking up the ball and taking aim from range. And that is an absolutely brilliant strike from Zaha. What a goal that was. Into the top corner, no chance for the Hull City goalkeeper, and at this stage the score was 2-0, and despite a goalless first half, we really did start to dominate in the second half. I'm sure if it was real life I would have been sort of giving the lads a bollocking. But Paulo Gazzaniga, who had a pretty poor season last season, made a great save here on the 1-on-1, then threw the ball out. What a throw that was, man. The length he gets on his throws are insane. And eventually Balotelli goes through here against Bradley, tries to get around him, gets taken out. It's an awful, awful, awful challenge. The referee gives a booking for Bradley. And a free kick here from range. I think it was about 30 yards out, 35 yards out. I gave it to Andy Carroll because he has got 94 on his shot power. Thought I would just lever it from range, and God only knows what the goalkeeper was doing here. He had no chance with the Wilfried Zaha goal, no doubt about it. But to be honest, you'll see on the replay in just a moment, it was absolutely awful. I mean, yeah, it had a lot of power on it, but still there was no reason why he couldn't have pushed this ball around the back of the post. That was an awful, awful piece of goalkeeping. But 3-0 at this stage, and things got better with just 20 odd minutes to go. Luke Shaw picking the ball up from the goal kick after Gaz has passed out. He found Carroll. Carroll found Wilfried Zaha, who cut inside his man. Eventually played the ball back out wide to Andy Carroll. Down the left-hand side, chips the ball to the far post, and there is Mario Balotelli to make it 4-0 to Liverpool. Game surely sealed at this point. No chance back. No way back for Hull. They're all over the place. But once again, here we see Hull coming through, and Paulo Gazzaniga makes another good save. So maybe this season will be a lot better for him than last season. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed this incredible win streak. And yeah, I will see you for the next episode very soon.